this love pain. Anybody got a prayer for this love pain? Yeah. Ooh, I need it for this love pain. Anybody got a prescription? Yeah, for this love pain. Anybody got a pill like a pop for this love pain? Anybody got a prayer for this love pain? Yeah. Ooh, I need it for this love pain. Anybody got a prescription?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Vivian, and this is the Successful Mind Power Hour. How is everyone today? And I will sing to you today. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Everything's gonna be all right. Yes, it is, y'all. So I'm gonna turn this light on. So, ooh, Lord Jesus, maybe not. So I have to make that a little bit calmer. So I'm like, oh my God, it's blinding. I'm blinded by the light. Anyway, so how's everybody? I hope you're doing well, and that your day, this happy Wednesday, is going well for you and yours. So, if you are new to the broadcast, please leave your comments, like and share this video, whether you're looking at this on Facebook or you're looking at it on YouTube or you're looking at the replay, whatever it is, like and share, and come on in here and talk to me because I love to hear from you. So today we're kind of talking about excuses. Are you making excuses or are you making a way? So, there's a million and one ways to make an excuse. I mean, there's things that we say unconsciously sometimes that we don't even realize that it's an excuse, and we're not going the other direction and trying to make a way out of what we perceive to be no way, right? So I kind of listed a few of the phrases that we say that we don't realize it's an excuse. I don't have time. Well, yeah, you do. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. There is time for the things you want to make time for. Right. So if you're saying that you don't have time, typically that phrase is related to, I don't want to, that's not my priority or something like that. Well, that's fine. But don't say you don't have time, because everybody has 24 hours. Right. So I'm not qualified. OK, why? Are you not studying, or is it something that you're not interested in? Just because you're not qualified now doesn't mean you can't get there. Yeah, you may look at something and go, man, I'm not qualified to do that. Because I've given that excuse before. I was when I was working a 9-to-5, there was a position open, and when I looked at all the qualifications for it, I was like, and I was literally going through the qualifications and picking the ones that I was not qualified for. Yeah, crazy, right? So instead of going and enhancing the ones that I did know about and that I could do, I was looking at the ones, oh, yeah, well, maybe this is not for me because I don't know how to do that. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. Wait. So instead of doing that, just focus on those things that you are qualified to do and enhance your resume to say, these are the things that I can do. Now, if the company is very nitpicky, where they're going to pick on all the qualifications and say you need to address every single one, address it. But address it in a way that looks positive, and that say maybe you're studying it, or this is not my expertise. However, I've done blah 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 blah. If you've done it, don't lie. I'm not telling you to do that. But if you're not quite qualified and you need to get some qualifications, maybe there's time to do that. Even in any something that's not a job, maybe it's a business. Well, I'm not qualified. Well, yeah, you are. You're an intelligent human being. You can read. You can ask people. You can get qualified to do it. Qualification takes time, just like anything else, right? Being qualified is just studying the area of expertise that you want to be good at, and you may not ever be an expert at it, or maybe you will. So you don't know that you're not qualified until you put forth the efforts to become qualified. That's not for me. I know you're saying, well, that's not an excuse. Yes, it is. Typically, when somebody says that's not for me, in their head, they're going, oh, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I don't know. That's kind of scary. So that's not for me. And that maybe that's not all the time when somebody says that, but a lot of the time when somebody says something isn't for them, that means either they don't want to do it, they don't think they can do it, or maybe they've never done it and they're kind of scared. So it's kind of like when you're reaching out to somebody maybe about your business or your product or whatever, and they say no. They're not always saying no permanently. Not all of them. Some of them are just very, very adamant about it, but they're maybe not saying no permanently. Maybe they're just saying, well, not right now. This is not something I want to do right this minute. So, keep following up with them, and, maybe something will change down the road, but you're not going to become a pest, but, you're still going to follow up because, again, they're not just saying no permanently. They're saying, well, not right now. Not at this time. Some people say I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth. There's a handful of people that were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. And actually, there are actually no people that were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. If you're looking at it from the literal context, right? There are people that were born into families that have money. Does it give them an advantage? Sometimes. And sometimes it can give them a disadvantage. I was reading an article the other day about this young lady. Both her parents, very famous. She didn't want for any money because they always had money, but she was depressed and she was suicidal. And I mean, it was just all kinds of stuff going on in this child's head. And when she realized that what she was going through had nothing to do with her family, it had to do with all her internal conversation, that's when she started to turn her life around. And she could do that not necessarily because her parents had money, but because she decided that she wanted to be a better person, or she wanted to have a better life internally. Not all the things that she could have in life, because she had everything she could possibly want because of her parents. But what she wanted was her inner peace. And so she worked towards that. She made a way for her to make the life that she was born into her life, not just her parents' life. Some people say they're just lucky. That's an excuse. That's you're saying they're just lucky. I can't do it. Yes, you can. You can do anything that you want. It has nothing to do with luck. It has to do with your belief as to whether or not you can do it. My website is down. Okay. Is it being worked on? Is it going to be fixed? What is the deal? And just because it's down now doesn't mean it's going to be down forever. So you're going to stop doing business because your website is down. Well, do something manually, because have we always had computers? No. Now, I can honestly say that, some people in this day and age don't know a life without a computer. They have no idea what life would be like without a computer, because that's what they were born into. However, there's a way out of no way all the time. There's something that you can do to make it work, or make a way for you to continue doing whatever it is you need to do, right? So just because your website is down, or your phone is not working, or your computer's not working, your laptop's not working, doesn't mean that there's not a way for you to continue. I don't have any support. Be your own support. Support yourself. It's very, 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 very nice for people to support you in what you do. But if you don't support yourself and you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect somebody else to support you? Right? You're putting a burden on somebody else that you're not even, making yourself responsible for. So because you don't have any support doesn't mean that they're not willing to support you. It's just that maybe they don't believe in what you're doing, and that's perfectly okay because it's not their jam. Sometimes we think people are supposed to support us in everything that we do, or maybe do everything that we do because maybe they're family or maybe they're a friend or whatever. But I can tell you 100%, family and friends are the last ones that's going to support you in something that seems out of the box. And it's not because they don't love you. It's because they don't understand. And it's because perhaps they feel like they want to protect you from getting hurt. So don't dismiss your family because they don't support you, and don't make that your excuse for not doing what you're doing. You're going to make a way, and you just keep doing what you're doing, because eventually what's going to happen is you're going to be successful, and then your family and friends will come around and go, oh, okay, I get it now. You're successful. Okay, you didn't get hurt. Good deal. Pat on the back. So don't make I don't have any support as an excuse. My friends don't understand me. Well, a lot of people don't understand you, right? Your friends, your family, your acquaintances, a lot of people don't understand us, but they're not us. God gives everybody individual personalities. And so those individual personalities may not be understood by the person sitting next to you. And just because you're family doesn't mean you're exactly the same, doesn't mean that they're going to understand you as a person, because everybody has an individual personality. So they don't understand you. Okay, it's okay. You're an individual, and this is a good thing. We're all human. Nothing is working out for me. Now, this is a statement that you should probably never make, because what you're telling the universe and what you're telling your subconscious mind is that nothing works out for you. And then if you keep saying that, nothing is going to work out for you, because you're telling yourself that it isn't. That statement, if you say you can or you say you can't, you're right both times. So either way, if you're saying nothing works out for you, it's not gonna, because you're declaring that reality. Some people say, I can't do that. It's too hard. Things are going to be hard in life. Life is not a cakewalk all the time. Now, there are some easy things in life. Trust. Yes, there are some easy things in life, things that you do naturally or with ease. But most things worth having are hard. It's just what it is. It's going to be hard for you to accomplish certain things, but you have to be willing to do it, right? You have to be willing to say, you know what, I'm going to jump over this obstacle, and I am going to do this no matter what. I don't want to get hurt again. Now, I'm going to tell you personally, it's probably still a little bit of my mantra as far as relationships are concerned. I don't want to get hurt again. Well, I don't. Nobody wants to get hurt ever, right? But sometimes when you've had multiple relationships where it didn't quite work out and you were hurt, then it makes you a little gun shy as to other relationships. And that's fine, but I don't want to get hurt again is an excuse not to open up and not to try again. I'm talking to me. Hey, I am, just because I do these talks doesn't mean that I'm over and above all this stuff that I'm talking about, because everybody makes excuses for something. Some people say, well, I never make an excuse, blah, 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 blah. And that's what you see on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that. But that's not true. Everybody has an excuse statement about something. And so in order to turn that around, you have to start noticing those excuse statements and turn them around to say, how can I make this work for me? How can I change this? How can I make it better? So here's an example. So recently my company started some upgrades on our back offices. The things that this back office is going to be able to do is magnificent. I mean, they gave us a preview of everything, and it was just mind-blowing, right? But as luck would have it, or as Murphy's Law would have it, as they call it, Murphy said, look, I'm in the house and I'm going to try to stay in the house for like a few days, and maybe I'll come visit you for like a couple weeks. And so Murphy, every time, somebody did something right, Murphy said, no, you can't do that, because I'm gonna be up in the house. And so what happened with the technology upgrades is that once they would get something working and then something wouldn't work, and then they get something working and then something wouldn't work, right? But we've always had the knowledge that our corporate team, and they told us, something was going to happen. It happens. But then, of course, as with any technology update, technology is fickle. Everybody has little glitches in their technology, and there's constant upgrading going on, right? But some people are impatient. They want things. I want it right now, because I cannot even think about doing my business without this back office. Now, the back office was a different thing before, but now they're saying, oh, I can't do my business because the new back office is not up. Well, no, that's not true, because there are other people who saw this as a challenge, a way for them to say, oh my God, let me see how I can make this work. So when you come up with the excuse, notice it, and then come up with the solution for yourself, because not all the time is the excuse actually true. It's just something you're telling yourself at the time. So there were people, when the back office went down, they had a plan for their business that did not even include the back office, right? So they were able to rank up, they were able to do all these things, and their businesses have soared. And the thing about that is, they were the making a way type of people instead of making an excuse type of people. So what is your excuse? What excuses are you bringing up on a daily basis about why you can't succeed, or why you think you can't succeed? Because you can, by the way. What excuses are you making for yourself? And if you're making an excuse, do you also have a way to make it work, or to make a way around that excuse or whatever you perceive to be wrong? So when you find yourself making excuses for what is not working, stop, look at it, and find a way to make a way for it to work. There is a way. There's always an answer. It may not be the answer that you want, but there's always an answer, because sometimes the answer is a little bit harder than what you're thinking, and you don't want to do the hard part. But that's just getting out of your comfort zone, right? So if you get out of your comfort zone and you do the hard part, you can make it work until it becomes easy. Because sometimes doing it hard for a minute actually becomes easy. It's like exercising. Like for me, my arms are killing me right now because I was doing doing my arm exercises and doing my push-ups and pulls and all this kind of stuff. And my arms are like, oh Lord, they hurt. And I could make the excuse not to do them again because it hurts. But I know that eventually I'll get the result that I want if I just make a way versus making the excuse. Because when I first started doing all these arm exercises, I was like, man, I don't want to do that. That hurt. I'm not doing it. my arms, my arms are weak. I don't have the muscles. I mean, I made all kinds of excuses as to why I shouldn't do it. But then I started looking at my bye-bye arm and going, girl, you don't want that, do you? No, you don't. So you need to start doing these arm exercises religiously, whether it hurts or not. And trust and believe it hurts like the dickens. But if I don't continue to do it, I'm always going to have the bye-bye arm. The part of your arm that continues to wave long after you stop, those arms. So making it work versus making it or why it didn't work attitude would help you to become a stronger, more resilient person. And if you had a choice to make an excuse or make a way, which one would you choose? I'm just asking. Just put it in the chat. If you're watching this on replay, #replay, because I don't see anybody here, but put it in the chat. Are you going to make a way or are you going to make an excuse? Which one? Okay. So here's what I want to do. I want to invite you to our event today. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. No, I take that back. It's at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here's our schedule. And look, this is fantastic that a company would have your whole life involved. Like, you get to work out in the morning, you have inspiration so you can start your day. And then of course they do all your presentations for you. Or they will do all your presentations for you. And so today, if you look at the schedule at 2 p.m., this is all Central Time, by the way. We have a product training call for our trading education platform called Elevate. And so I want you to kind of go, and it's a free mini training on how to trade by our wonderful full-time trading education people, our educators. They are full-time traders, and they will teach you the fundamentals of how to trade so that you could also be a successful trader. So if you like to come, you can copy down this Zoom link, or you can attend on Facebook. Either one. If you want to attend on Facebook and you want me to tag you, then just send me your name and let me know you want to go. I would say do #Elevate, and then I will tag you into the presentation and you can take a look. Okay, guys, so I am going to go on about my business, and I will talk to you guys later. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love, and I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.